Geneva is located at the western tip of Switzerland, where it pokes out into France. Curling around the west point of Lake Leman, and with the sprawling Haute-Chaîne-du-Jura National Reserve to the north, Geneva is as well known for its natural beauty as it is for its political legacy. Whether you want to bask in the atmosphere of historical architecture, browse the numerous museums, or while away your afternoons exploring the many parks and gardens, Geneva can provide a uniquely relaxing city break. Ideal for families and solo travelers alike, there is plenty to keep you entertained, whether you are just passing through or staying for a longer vacation. I have selected the best areas in Geneva that I feel have the most appeal to travelers. I have provided summaries of what each area has to offer visitors so that you may better familiarize yourself with the city and where you would most benefit from staying. I'll start with Cité, Old Town. Cité is the center of Geneva and, as the place where the city first began, home to the Old Town. If you are planning your first trip to Geneva, you should definitely consider Cité as the place to stay. The area is packed full of things to see and do, with plenty to appeal to everyone, and ideal for getting a taste of everything the city has to offer. As the primary hub of the city, there is a wide array of entertainment and hospitality venues here. If you are traveling with a large group, or a family with children, you will benefit from the assortment of dining options available to suit every taste. Jonction is a sprawling district directly to the west of Cité. The neighborhood straddles the Eaux Vives River, at the junction where it leads into the Rhône. The river separates the neighborhood into two sections, the urban east side, known for its arts and nightlife scene, and the leafier west, with its prominent green spaces. Saint-Jean, Charmilles is the neighborhood across the Rhône from Jonction. Primarily a residential area, the neighborhood is a convenient location for anyone who wants to stay within a short distance of the main city center, whilst avoiding the high prices for accommodation found in the more tourist-heavy areas. Directly south of the city center is the affluent neighborhood of Champel. A leafy suburb that borders the main district of Cité, Champel is ideal for anyone that wants to stay close to the city center, whilst remaining away from the crowds and other travelers. Dining in the neighborhood is more limited than the variety on offer in the city center, but establishments here are generally higher-end, catering to the wealthy local residents. On the western edge of Geneva, surrounding Geneva Airport, is the district of Grand Saconnex. If you want to stay near the airport, or are just passing through for a layover, this neighborhood is ideal. Aside from the airport, the district is also home to the Palexpo Convention Center, which hosts a variety of other events throughout the year, including the internationally popular annual Geneva Motor Show. Additionally, the Geneva Arena is another popular event venue drawing tourists to the area. Eaux Vives is located along the southernmost banks of Lake Leman, directly east of Cité. The neighborhood is particularly ideal for anyone who wants to stay close to the city center, whilst also taking in some stunning views out across the lake. If you want to head out onto the water, there are several water ferry terminals operating along the marina to various destinations around the lake. Pâquis Nations is a large neighborhood stretching along the west bank of Lake Leman. One of the neighborhood's most distinctive traits is the wide mass of train tracks that stretches through the center of the district. At the southern end of Pâquis Nations is the main Geneva train station, with connections to various locations across Switzerland and neighboring countries. If you are traveling to or from a city by train and wish to stay near to the station, this is the neighborhood for you. This pleasant district of Geneva, Plainpalais, is popular both with first-time visitors, but also those familiar with the city. It is because of its walkable streets and friendly atmosphere that travelers return time and again. The zombie statue in the skate park will come as no surprise to those who have seen mention of Plainpalais in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. If you did not know better, you might think you were in Greenwich Village, New York, when you are walking around Carouge. It is a trendy place with equally trendy boutiques. This neighborhood has been controlled by the French and the Italians at different times in its history. Few districts in Geneva provide such a contrast to the city's financial center than Saint-Gervais et des Grottes. There are no suits here, just craftsmen and artists. You will enjoy walking its streets, just to soak up the atmosphere. Geneva is a beautiful city, both in its natural landscape and its human architecture. If you are looking for a city break with all the excitement and convenience of a modern metropolitan center, combined with the opportunity to relax in nature, this is the destination for you.